Hey guys, I'm back today talking about some of the Canadian marijuana stocks that I'm currently invested in, some of the ones that I recommend getting into in the short term, long term, as we approach legalization. So, for those of you who don't know, recreational use of marijuana has been legalized in Canada come July 1st. So then that involves getting all these producers their licenses to produce marijuana in order to supply the demand that's going to be created once legalization occurs. So all these here are Canadian marijuana stocks or that have some ties to Canada, the biggest one being Canopy Growth. Their symbol is WEED. Some of the ones I hold in my portfolio right now are Radiant Technology, Aphria, Harvest One, and Emerald Health. So the reason I suggest you guys invest in the Canadian marijuana sector is just due to the fact that legalization is so close. It's only about 5 months away. And I think that if you can catch one of these small market caps, such as, let's pull up something like Harvest. So if you can catch one of these guys, like one that has a dollar price or below $1, and they're a licensed producer or a licensed distributor, I think you can catch a major break in their stocks. So if you look at this, I'm going to pull up a real chart here. So if you look at Harvest One, I got back in at, let's change this to a day. So I got back in at $1.01. So we're looking like right here. So I saw this support here and I was like, oh, I'm going to get in right here. And if you see, this is when all the hype started for this stock here. It skyrocketed the week after and just kept going. And you know what? I still think that even though there's no support here, it's still going to be a slow ticker come legalization. And that if you hold this stock for the next 4 months, you can easily see 20-30% gains on your investment. And I'm pretty certain about that. And for that reason, I'm going to hold my $1 position in Harvest and wait to see what the future holds for that one. If you're someone looking for more of a risk, you could look at ATT. Unfortunately, the data's not here. I'm not going to pull up a chart, but they were so cheap about a month and a half ago, not even 4 weeks ago. And stock just skyrocketed. And if you're looking for a volatility play, that would be one to look at. If you're looking for a safe play, of course, Canopy. If you know anything about the Canadian marijuana sector, you know that Canopy is the biggest player in this sector. And if you're looking for a long-term hold, a safe hold that you can just set your money and forget it, I would definitely suggest Canopy. And maybe you might lose a little bit of money in the next month or so, but past legalization, it's a great hold to have. Same with Aurora Cannabis. Aurora has just been buying all these small market caps lately, and these small players just trying to acquire a large space in the market. They're the second largest in Canada, second to Canopy. And I think even if you held this one for a long term, you'd still see profits of... Sorry about that, guys. I got interrupted there. But as I was saying, if you hold Aurora, or if you own Aurora and you hold it up to legalization and even past legalization, I could see you easily making 20% gains. Like as you see this past day, 7%. If we look at a more short-term chart here, it's a 30-minute chart. This was yesterday here. We saw a big increase yesterday, built a little support, and then a massive skyrocket. I think that was like 7 or 8% there, and that's common for anything in this sector. 7 to 8% is like a daily return. If you look at my Quest trade here, I'll show you guys my account actually. And this is after 1 month, month and a half, I'd say. A month and a half, and I put about $2,500 in, and then I'm up $748. And I can tell you that if you even invest a small amount, $1,000, and you split it maybe between two companies in this sector, maybe one of the more stable ones like Aurora or Canopy, and then one of the more volatile ones such as really anything else, Emerald, Harvest, ATT, RTI, anything that you think might have a chance of spiking real soon. I think you can make a lot of money in this sector. And the only suggestion I have is to do your due diligence about the company and find your own reasons to invest. Like, of course, I'm not a professional by any means, and I don't suggest investing if you know nothing, but I do think if you're looking for an opportunity to make some money very quickly and safer than cryptocurrency, then you should look into the Canadian marijuana sector, as it's absolutely booming lately. I'll be back with another video about this probably later this week. I'll go through everything that I've owned, everything that I'm going to own, future buys, and what's in my portfolio right now. And I'll explain to you guys some more about the sector. Thanks.